2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. More now to return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Murray again. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Lindsey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going with Lindsey. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. On first down, Tucker. Room here to run. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. After the turnover, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. To throw is Murray. A little check down to Lindsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal from the 6. Murray now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Escaping the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Murray now to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
Complete to Chris Godwin. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
The good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They'll run on 1st down. It's Tucker. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He's at the 30. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Murray keeps it himself, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, it's Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And this one is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Tucker. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First down Tampa as Brady hooks up with Howard. To throw, it's Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. Williams brings it in. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And shutting him off, now open field. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before half from Murray. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Deontay Thompson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Brady will try again on second down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Oh, look at the catch there by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Murray on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. They'll try to run with Lindsey. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, third quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
They'll go for it with Edmonds.
Get that swagger, y'all.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lead.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, this offense, yeah, they keep wanting more and more and more, but they kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the third quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned, and if they keep turning it over, they'll bring them back into the game.
That one goes for 30 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. Now it's Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin from 17 yards out. And the Bucs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Tucker. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball was driving, they're going to feel.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Rosa's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not where you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To throw, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Space to run past the 20, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Murray to throw. A little check down to Lindsey. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll go again with Lindsey. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Prater's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should.
He's got a man, complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league, and to them, that's vitally important.
So for Arizona, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.